Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here for the Gigabyte Technology Seminar at Computex 2010. Over the past 20 years, Gigabyte has been committed to delivering the latest technology and innovative product to our customers. And today, we are excited to proud to announce our industry leadership in many multiple market segments. Gigabyte is the #1 brand for USB 3 motherboard. We were not only the first to launch the USB 3 motherboard, but we were also the first to ship 1 million USB 3 motherboard in the world. Actually, Gigabyte also continuously working with the USB 3 device vendor to develop the USB 3 ecosystem. Gigabyte is the #1 CPU power deliverer. We have the industry first 24-phase power VRM, and with the dual power switching technology. Not only this, in today's presentation, we will announce that we are able to deliver the highest GPU power. Gigabyte is #1 overclocking performance. Gigabyte is #1 motherboard quality. Fifth, Gigabyte is the #1 for hardware innovation. Recently, the example is including the 3-time USB power and on-off charge. Six, Gigabyte has the best BIOS design, the best PC management software Smart 6, the best software for easy overclocking Easy Tune 6, and the easiest BIOS update tool at BIOS. To make Gigabyte the #1 software innovation, Gigabyte is the #1 in green computing, which is a very important topic today. We are the first with the RoHS compliant motherboard, the first with the power efficiency solid capacitor motherboard, the first with energy efficiency component, the first to introduce the multi-gear power switching dynamic energy saver, and the first to implement the 2-ounce copper PCB in motherboard design. And Gigabyte always willing to lead in the motherboard industry, and we always want to become the #1 in this industry, and with everybody's great support. Thank you very much.
In 2008, we came up with the X58 platform. Gigabyte was a key partner, and we really set a new level of performance. But we didn't stop there. Last year, introducing P55 with also supporting a new type of Core i7, bringing the performance and excitement to more mainstream platforms. This year, we introduced 6-core Gulftown, the i7 980X, world's fastest processor. It just can't be beat in any respect. True excitement with X58.
So one of the things we're looking at doing on desktop, as Zane talked about earlier, is we are focusing on innovation by the market segments. So in order to drive future growth, if you look back 5 years, it was all about scale, and that's what Computex helped bring about. If you looked at it, it helped bring standardization in the desktop market. So the first platform many people could get into the PC market would be on the desktop. We call that the beige box. One thing, as Zane talked about, is we're focusing really intensely on the enthusiast segment. We've been able to drive significant growth in the segment year over year and expand it through innovation at Intel and also through innovation of companies like Gigabyte, who've been very aggressive in this space, developing excellent new technology for customers to participate in. So one last thing I'd like to say is we got some great processors. Gigabyte's got some great boards. We hope all of you here are very excited about these. Hopefully many of you get a chance to go try these out. If you haven't, I'm sure there's a store down the street where you can go purchase one and pick one up and try it out for yourself. Thank you very much.
When we launched our P55 motherboards, that was towards the end of last year, we saw a lot of potential for growth in this market segment. So we wanted to be number one in the P55 segment. For the Core i5-655K CPU, the number one motherboards that are being used to overclock this or to upload scores on this website at the moment are the top three are Gigabyte motherboards. For the i7-875K, also a Gigabyte motherboard. Just want to highlight that the top scores, this is taken yesterday as well, is with the 655K is 6650 megahertz. That's with a P55A UD7 motherboard. And with the 875K, it's 5201 megahertz, also with the same motherboard. Gigabyte's definitely leading in the P55 motherboard submission space. For H55, we're 84%, so it's a big lead over there. This is taken in May from HWBot. The main reason why overclockers and media enjoy our motherboards are because we overspec a lot of the components on the motherboards. We take server spec and put them onto a desktop space. We do this because overclockers are going to push the motherboards to the extreme. So we never know how far people are going to push our boards, so we overspec them, in other words. With our UD9 motherboard, we can push 1500 watts through the CPU. That's 24 power phases. So when you overclock, the amount of power you use is increasing quite a lot. And essentially what Hotkey OC does, it allows you to change your overclock settings on the fly as you're running through a benchmark. What makes it special is that it works if your motherboard is inside a case or outside of a case. So there's no physical button that you're pushing. This is operated by your keyboard. Everybody has a keyboard attached to their PC. And it also works with all Gigabyte motherboards. This new overclocking tool allows you to remotely overclock your PC from any device that can connect to the internet or to a wireless network.
Okay, so with this Cloud OC, I'm able to monitor all the status of this PC running. And of course, by the tuner, I'm able to change all the settings from vCloud, from memory multiplier, from CPU multiplier, and even the voltages of the system.
Another place where Gigabyte is number one, or first to market, was with on-off charge. When they launched the iPad, there were a lot of stories, a lot of articles in the news about not being able to charge it from a standard USB 2 port. So we introduced some software, and later on we included a feature on our motherboards. On-off charge comes from Gigabyte's 3x USB power technology. We introduced this towards the end of last year because we can control the quality of our motherboards, but we can't control the quality of the USB cables and the USB devices that our customers will be using. So we decided to provide a little bit, to make some more current available to that device if the device requires it. And that'll help more devices work stably with Gigabyte motherboards, and basically a better experience to our customers. Onto USB 3. Another area where Gigabyte is number one. 78% of the super speed USB certified motherboards are from Gigabyte. If you look at our sales, we introduced them around about Q4 last year, and there was steady growth. In Q1 there was a big jump. This is when we put we introduced USB 3 onto our H55 motherboards, so it went down into a more mainstream segment. That's why there's a big jump over there. And we foresee continued growth in Q3, and maybe slightly faster growth towards the end of Q3, when a lot of the devices that are being launched here at Computex will make their way into the market.